Hello, 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 goddesses. This is your girl, Locs with Goddess Vlog Media. And I'm getting on here live right quick this morning because I wanted to share a few things. Okay, so the last time I was on here live, I was talking about my locks and how lock size matter, and things like that. And I decided this year for 2024, I'm so sorry about the lighting. I decided this year for 2024, hopefully we can get past this lighting, that I didn't want to get any more reties. There's a new method that I'm trying to get into, and I'm hoping that it works for me. I'm actually going to be, you guys, guinea pig, I guess is what you want to call it. But I called my loctician. Well, I texted her and I told her that I would be chilling on the reties for 2024, to take me off of her schedule for now. And of course, I would let her know if I needed her at any point, for 2024. But this is the longest. Let's see. This is about my 7th week without a retie, and out of the 12 years I've been locked, I've never gone this long without a retie. I've always been like on schedule, like every 5 to 6 weeks. I never really got to 7 before. I'm having withdrawals. But I'm trying something different. I don't know if anybody have heard of the knotted lock method, but I'm thinking of the knotted lock method. I've been following Melissa Blake for about a year now, just kind of, checking out, what the knotted locks are about, and how they will be beneficial to me and what I'm going through and experiencing with my locks being small. And her solution with the knotted lock method is specifically for small locks. So she said you have to have 3 months of new growth. So I'm trying to get that 3 months of new growth. And in the process, what I've done, last night I think I'm about halfway finished with my head, but I took about 4 locks and twisted them, especially around the edges and in the front, because I want to make sure that I have, oh my goodness, y'all, I'm so sorry. I want to make sure that I have some level of fortitude for the base of my locks, with them being so let me do this, with them being so small. I don't want them to kind of just be hanging, especially around the edges. So I twisted those up. I took about 4 locks, twisted those up to get me through this 3 months, and we're gonna see how it goes. I am really stepping out here to see if this method is gonna work for me. My backup plan is to combine my locks, but I was trying to do as much as I could without combining them. So I wanted to see if this knotted lock method would work for me. There's another lady that I follow here on YouTube that I think she got her locks about a year before me, and I can never pronounce her name right, so I'm not even going to try. But I know she sells this oil, and her locks they're long. They're about the length of mine, maybe a little longer. And she wears the red that I used to have. If anybody has been following this channel for an extended period of time, you know that I changed my color from a red to this color a few years back. So our locks were very similar when they were red, but I can't remember her name. I know it begins with an S. Toonsy or something like that. I don't know. Please don't. But yeah, so she's decided to go with the knotted lock method, and I was like, I've been watching it for a year. The lady is out of London, Melissa Blake. She's out of London, and I'm supposed to be trying to get on a call with her so she can teach me how to do it on myself. But I also want to be able to provide the service for my clients and the people that trust me with their small locks. I want to be able to offer that service for them if they need it. With the little research that I've done so far with the knotted lock method, I mean, like it's pretty legit. I had a few questions about the color and if the knots were easily colored, because that's like a big deal for me and a lot of other people that I know that wear small locks that are interested in some alternatives. So I have a few questions to ask her from a stylist standpoint. I know the way she teaches you to do it is more of a DIY situation, but I do have to get those questions out of the way. So I am going to be very diligent about getting as much information as I can about that method to see if it's something that I want to be able to do on myself and also provide for other people. So I will keep y'all posted on that. I'm out here now. I didn't canceled all of my retie appointments. I usually have them booked for the year, and my roots are twisted. So we'll see what we can do. And because the lighting is so bad, you can't really see. You see there? I just kind of twisted. Just took some and twisted them. Like, I didn't really even try to get deep into how it looked. Truthfully, I've never been big on the grid. The only time I'm big on the grid is when I'm providing it for somebody else through their installation. If the grid is very important to them, I try to make sure that it is intact. But for me, I never really cared about the grid like that. The grid never really had a hold on me like that. So, I don't know. I just picked up 4 locks and I twisted them. I know when I do provide combining services for people, I will try to keep their grid intact if that is a possibility based on how their locks were placed in the first place. There is a way that you can kind of keep some type of grid integrity. I know the last micro lock install that I did, I tried to position the grid to where the locks can be collapsed if they need to be collapsed and then still hold some type of grid integrity. But I did make her locks the size that I feel they should be for the duration of her style and the years to come. And as her locks grow out and get long, the base that I gave her should hold true the whole time without giving her any issues. So hopefully she won't have to combine them. But people like small locks. They like small locks in the beginning. They like to be able to have a full look, when they first start out. So I get it. I get the small lock necessity. But man, I'm telling you, and truthfully, if I'm gonna be honest about it, I really searched the internet and Instagram and just different places trying to find people with small locks the length of mine. Or yeah, this man that pulled out here just old and doing the most. But I've looked for people with small locks like mine that's the length of mine, and what I noticed is and I'll search through their page trying to get down to the base so I can see what the size of their base is, and it's bigger than mine. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really finding anybody with the size that I have, the base size that I have, with the length that I have, with no issues. Like, I'm not really seeing it, and I would love to see it. So if somebody is out there listening and they do have small sister locks, the ones that they did back in the day, not the new size, the small size that they really tell you not to get, but you end up getting it anyway, I want to see those size. I want to see that size of lock that's hitting at the small of your back with 0 issues, color preferably, with 0 issues. And then you tell me, what are you doing? Because I would love to know it, and of course I know and I understand that, different textures of hair will yield a different, type of lock, and it'll contribute to how the lock behaves if it's been colored, or, how often it's being retied and how it's being handled and how it's being taken care of. I get all of that, but I just want to know, like, the gist of it all. Like, do you have small locks, and do you have issues with them now that they are as long as they are? That's what I want to know. Like, come on, like, let's go ahead and really get down to the nitty gritty of all of this, that we haven't been told, because it is a story to be told at this point. So with that being said, I just wanted to share that I've, opted out of my reties for 2024. Preparing my locks to be able to be knotted, if that's what I'm going to do, or if I'm going to combine them, kind of leave them in the twist that they are in, and just start interlocking those bases all together. I don't know yet. I have another month and a half to kind of figure it out, before I get to that space where I'm 3 months new growth, so I can get on the call with Miss Blake and learn the knotted lock method. So we will see what that is all about, and if that's something that we can dig a little deeper into to see if that's something that we doing that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really hearing a lot of people here that's doing it, other than the lady that I told you that I follow on here. And I think I ran across a couple of people from her page that have started knotting. And from my understanding, this knotted lock method is really good for fine hair. If you have fine hair, is good for kind of thickening the hair back up, thickening the lock strand back up. You only need to do the knotted lock method 4 times a year. I think she said once a season. That was something that was very interesting to me, because as a natural hair and lock stylist, I want my hair to look polished, every day when I walk out the house, whether I do something to it or not. I wanted to have some type of look about it. So that's the reason why I got locks in the first place. But if you're telling me that I don't have to lock my hair or retie or knot my hair but 4 times a year, that is convenience. You hear me? And I'm loving it, and I want to experience that. So I'm really interested in knowing how that feels and looks. I know she said that there is, naturally, the hair is not supposed to really have like a definite grid. And I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. But I don't know. Some people are going to want the grid. Some people are not. Like I said, I don't really, I'm not that big on the grid, so it's not really that big of a deal for me. But I'm trying to get to some light, y'all. I'm sorry. It's not that big of a deal for me, but some people want it, but I'm glad about the grid part. I really don't care, about that. So that's cool. But I don't know. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted on what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I had another video where I did some curls that I needed to upload. I need to upload it now because the content on it is starting to get a little dated. But I really wanted y'all to see how those curls turned out. So I'll try to get that available for you to see as soon as I can. But with that being said, I just want to come on here and give y'all some type of, man, this lighting is really, really bad. Give y'all some type of information as far as what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and the information I'm getting ready to bring to y'all as far as, this new journey that I'm taking, being the not a guinea pig for the United States. That's how I feel. But we'll see. So with that being said, everybody have a beautiful day, and I'll check back in soon.